Hello, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
What is your name?
My name is Miriam. I'm 17 years old. I am a child in foster care. I've been in this system for 2 years. I would like to talk about my experience for my first year in foster care. I was in a group home. It was a horrible experience, and it was for a short time, maybe a few months, and within those very few months, I've experienced things such as not getting my clothing money, clothing allowance, hair money, some of my medical needs. For example, I'll bring up a story where I had a flu, just a flu. I didn't even know it was a flu till I got to the emergency room. It got so severe that I kept complaining. I had to see the doctor, I don't feel well. You know, they would just say rest, stay in bed, you know, the usual things. But it got so severe that I had to go in an ambulance and be rushed to the emergency room because it was so severe and I had a flu.
What was the name of that group home?
The name of that group home was Catholic Guardian. It was under Catholic Guardian Services. In the group home, I was bullied, very bullied. I was sexually harassed by a girl there. My things were stolen. All the clothes I got, they were all stolen. Most of the things that I got were from my biological mother. They didn't provide me much, maybe a few clothes here and there. They didn't provide me with soaps or anything like that, toiletries. My mother bought me most of those things. They didn't even give me normal allowance, $5 allowance. Sometimes we would miss it, not even $5. Not even a Metro card. Barely got Metro cards. I even got a summons because I didn't have a Metro card. When I asked for a Metro card, I need to go to this place and this place, even for court, you know, like, how do we survive? What are we supposed to? So I used to hop the train and I got arrested for that. I got a summons. The bullying, I had to actually put a warrant of arrest.
Restraining order?
A restraining order over a girl there because it got so out of hand. And it wasn't only me, it was to other girls. She would just come in the room freely like it was her room. I would tell the staff, like, this girl is bullying me. Like, they didn't do much. They're just like, all right, get out of her room, you know. But I had to put a restraining order on her, go to the court myself, and put a restraining order over her for her to stop harassing me. And I feel that that is very wrong of the agency. Why do I have to do that? I mean, yeah, that's something normal, but why doesn't the agency do anything about that? That's wrong. Bullying is a crime. That's illegal. Right? Yeah, it's illegal.
Where are you living at now?
Right now I am living in a foster home.
How long you been in the foster home?
I've been in the foster home since September 19th till now.
Okay, so share your experience about being in the foster home.
My experience with the foster home? Okay. Well, ever since it started with my caseworker, Miss Nordia Smith, she has failed to meet my needs, my expression, my case status, my education, my medical, my clothing allowance, and so on. For example, I'll give three main examples that have really affected me. Well, when it came down to clothing money for the winter, when I first came, I came with no winter clothes. It was only a few summer clothes, shorts, and a few short sleeve shirts. I didn't have a coat, I didn't have any boots. So me and my foster parent have asked for me to get the emergency allowance for my boots and coat, and it was not given, it was not provided. The agency has refused to provide my clothing allowance for my emergency money. So my foster mom had to rush to the store and buy me some boots and a winter coat when it was pouring snow outside, and I was wearing little moccasin shoes. I didn't have anything, nothing. The agency blamed the group home. They said, oh, they were supposed to get you that. Yet I barely came with a thing when I came to the foster home. The second thing I want to talk about is my medical. They neglected me since October 14 till June 2015, now in June, recently. Since October, I have not been getting my medication for the diagnosis I have, which is ADHD, and it has affected me majorly in my whole entire school year. I'm put a grade behind again, 10th grade again. I'm repeating 10th grade for the second time because they have neglected me medically, personally, and so on. I failed all my classes. I even told my caseworker I'm having a really difficult time. Is there anything you can do? Maybe I can't get my medication as fast, but is there something we can do? Like, you can talk to me, make me feel better, maybe find some tutoring. No, she wouldn't do any of that. She's very controlling. She doesn't listen to anything I say. She just says, okay, no, and that's it. It's her way or no way, or the highway, you know?
Does she come out and make home visits?
Yes, she comes out and makes home visits, and she would cancel. She would not call. She would not reach out to my foster parent or me. We had to reach out to her, and she didn't even give a contact number to my foster parent. She gave me her cell phone number, which she said was personal number that I should not give out. But other than that, she always used to cancel, say have an emergency, leave a note under the door, and she wouldn't call or anything. When she comes to the house, all my issues are not resolved. At the end of the day, when she's leaving and going home, all my questions were not answered. I do not feel confident. I feel much worse. Every time she comes, I feel worse. I asked her questions about my goal, independent living. Asked her questions about what's going on with me, what's going on with my school, what's going on with my medication. None of that is answered. All she does is say is a work in progress, and a work in progress throughout the whole entire year. Now I have my medication in June, when school has already been over. What does that help me now? There's a third thing I wanted to talk about, which is my education. I've been neglected from education as well. Okay, I've dropped out in around April this year, April 2015. I expressed to my caseworker I'm having a really difficult time with school. I need some kind of help. I need something, or I'm gonna drop out. That's it. I'm done with this. Like, I've been asking for help throughout this whole month, and all you say is a work in progress, yet there's nothing being done. What's the work in progress? She does not answer and continues to say work in progress, or she will dismiss me. Okay, so I dropped out. I decided to take the GED, and that didn't work out either. The judge has made an order that the agency should give me a GED program. They should put me in one. Okay, Nordia Smith said yes. All right. Nothing has happened since. Nothing has been done about that. I never got any program. Nothing. So I ended up going back to school a month later in May. I failed, of course, all my classes. I missed a month of school. I'm not gonna pass. I failed all my regents. I took at least 3 regents, and I failed all of them by the end of the year. I had no help, nothing. And I consistently asked my caseworker for help, and she refused. She neglected me.
So has your foster parent been supportive?
Yes, my foster mom. she has been very, very supportive throughout this whole progress, you know, throughout this whole miscommunication, confusion. She has been the one who's been leading me and helping me out, giving me good advice, telling me, do this, maybe you should do this or do that, you know. She helped, but that helped me a lot. It helped me become who I am today. She also fights with me, she advocates with me to the agency about the problems that I'm having, let's say with school, my medication, my case status. She fights for me, and she's always there by my side. But there's so much that she can do, because they don't listen to her either. They don't listen to what I have to say, neither what she has to say, neither what my foster parent has to say. And I think that is very wrong, because how are you gonna like neglect my mother too, my foster mom? She's the person who's taking care of me. She's the one who took me in her house when nobody else did, you know? I'm a teenager. Teenagers are difficult. You know, she would say things such as, my daughter shouldn't have to feel this way. If I care about her and I love her, I care about all the children who come in my house, and she shouldn't have to feel this way. By the end of the day, all her questions should be answered. They shouldn't be dismissed or a work in progress every time the caseworker comes to the house, or even the supervisor or the director. I have spoken to the director and the supervisor many times. They tell me the same thing as the caseworker.
What is the director's name?
The director's name is Miss Pompey.
Okay.
The supervisor is David Warnock.
So have they been very supportive to you?
No, they have not been supportive at all. They would say they're going to put me in some programs, like let's say a domestic violence program, or any other kind of program, therapy, family therapy, and they don't actually give the information. They say, oh, we're going to call them, we're going to give you the information. It's 3 weeks now, and none of that has been ever done, none of it. And they told me this 3 weeks ago. This is recently, now.
What message would you like to share with the ACS Commissioner Gladys Carrion, the Mayor Bill de Blasio, and the public advocate about your experience being a young person in the foster care system for the last 2 years? What would you like to share with them about your experience?
I would like to share with everybody who's involved in this that I feel like I have been neglected from the agency, and neglected as a foster child in the system, because I feel like I should be getting the services that I need. I'm going into independent living. I don't want to be homeless or be clueless about what it's about. I don't know anything. Right now I'm 17, I'm going on 18, and not so long, time flies by. In April I'll be 18, and I need to know the information for my goal for independent living. I need to have the information on my case status, the normal things that I'm supposed to know, and I feel like none of that is being resolved after I've been with Catholic Guardian for 2 years. In the group home, the foster home, nothing.
How did you hear about FPA Foundation? How did you hear about our organization?
I heard about this organization through a family friend. My foster mom, she's one of the people who actually really encouraged me to come here, and myself, because I want to advocate for myself, and I want to let people know what's going on and what's really happening, because whatever they're telling you, oh, there's nothing you can do, that's how they make you feel, like there's nothing you can do about it, it's us, or there's nothing, you know, like we say what we have to say, we do what we have to do, and you're just like the little like piece of meat on the side, you know, that's not right. Everybody should have a say. If they're a foster care, everybody should have a say, every foster child, everybody should know what's going on, and not be hidden behind the curtains. We should all have a say, and Yes, that's what I feel.
Is there anything else that you want to share?
Anything more than that? Well, I like to thank some people. I like to thank this program. I would like to thank my foster mom. I would like to thank my family friend for helping me, encouraging me also. She's the one who told me, oh, call this lady, do this, tell the agent, tell them how they're treating you, it's not right, you know. And I'd like to thank everyone who supported me throughout this confusion, and thank you. And I hope to achieve something out of this and get know my rights and get what I need to succeed in life.
Okay. Thank you, Miriam.
Welcome.